You're listening to the ROMA MICLAT Show.
You know how they say you can't have your cake and eat it too? Well, at Gising Gising, you can have your goods and share them too. Order now at www.gisinggising.ph.
It's another Saturday, and thank you for spending it with me. And today we have another awe-inspiring guest with us, and she will share her humble beginnings, experiences, pieces of advice on managing life, career, and business. She is the Vice President for Finance Transformation in the banking industry, an entrepreneur. She's a mother and a wife, and an accountant by profession. Welcome to the show, Ms. Maricar Balo.
Very formal Miss Maricar Balo. Thank you, Roma. I'm so happy
Yeah.
in your show. Very, very excited.
Can you tell us more about the businesses that you have? Because I've mentioned in the introduction that you have several, several, yeah, family business because napaka-humble po nito. Sabi niya, so, small family business, but
Small
actually hindi.
talaga.
Oh.
Small businesses lang talaga that myself and my husband put together. We didn't really plan it out from the beginning
Mhm.
or from the start of the marriage, but we were open to the opportunities because at the start, we're both employed. And then along the way, of course, we're exploring other means of income. Of course, ganun naman
Mhm.
talaga, di ba? You would want to earn more so that you can save more or you can experience other things. And so yun yung naging motivation namin. And we were open about other opportunities then.
Mhm.
So I started my makeup career in parallel with my professional career at that time, 2010. So
Mhm.
I was the one who got exposed first in the events industry. My husband used to go with me, of course, help me with my stuff, makeups, ang dami kasi niyan, may trolley pa, di ba? So
Mhm.
he explored and he got really interested, self-taught siya, and then
Mhm.
he started internship. And then later on, he put up his own business na. At that time, wala pa kaming kids. So I said, go ahead. We don't have any responsibilities. It's just you and me. So this is the best time for you to really explore. And wala ka pang responsibilities eh. So
Mhm.
we're okay, right? So I guess that was the winning moment niya because when he focused on building the company and he started accepting clients more on
Mhm.
wedding industry, talagang doon nag-boom yung Blissful House Digital. So that was, I would say, the very first official business together with my husband, the Blissful House Digital. It's a photo and video company, multimedia
Mhm.
company. When I got kids, I had to prioritize. I have to spend time with my kids. So it was a conscious decision for me and for my husband to stop muna ako with doing
Mhm.
my fashion and makeup. I focused with bringing up the kids. But then again, tuloy pa rin yung business niya. So it's running for 7 years already.
And when you were doing the makeup and while he is doing the photography, I mean, you are still working, corporate life.
Yes, some of our friends and even families, they were telling us, para kayong may tatlong anak na pinapakain.
Yes.
How you
Non-stop, ano?
the events that we used to accept at that time, weekends lang talaga because Monday to Friday may work kami. So
Yes.
Saturday, Sunday, okay, may wedding tayo, we go there
Mhm.
together. We enjoy because we're together. But of course, may mga instances na hindi kami together in an event. But then we enjoyed that phase in our life na despite 7 days a week kami nag-work, it was an exploration and it was a moment in our life na siguro ma-cherish namin even if we venture into other businesses. Right now, Blissful House is still operating despite the COVID situation. Cancelled lahat ng events. So,
Oo.
there will be no major wedding events na. It's really heavily impacted. What's good right now is that they ventured now with corporate ads. So they landed a
Mhm.
few contracts with Red Ribbon, Villarica Pawn Shop. So I'm happy with my husband and I'm happy with the team that he has right now. Na they are still able to work. They have projects ongoing.
So we established that the multimedia company has been existing for 7 years. And then what about the other two businesses?
The second that we ventured is the franchise of a beverage milk tea
Mhm.
company here in the
Mhm.
Philippines. I would say it was not planned. It was a
Mhm.
candid investment from our end. It was a birthday of Miguel, first birthday. We celebrated it and I got this milk tea company parang as a supplier. And then during the birthday party talaga, the CEO of that company actually went to the party and offered me if I'm interested to franchise. And I said it's I'm open minded, so I'd like to see the proposal. I guess when you really have that business mindset, talagang dapat open-minded ka so that you won't lose those opportunities. My husband also used to work sa Starbucks, so he has a background. I don't have any background in the food and beverage industry, but I know my husband has. So I have a backup with me. Running yung operations, inventory, kasi I'm heavy on inventory kapag ka food and bev. So I
Mhm.
thought I can do that. I think we can do that. We can manage this. So let's go for it. It was a candid decision, but at the same time, I was aware we can do it. It's a risk. All of the businesses
Yes.
naman is a risk. So it was really a good opportunity, I would say, and it was a good investment.
Si beverage business mo is like when opportunity meets readiness. You are ready.
Mm.
You are open for opportunity. Ikaw yung paboritong iniimbita na, Ma'am, open-minded ka ba?
Oh, ito yung tinanong ako kung open. Sabi ko, oh, yes.
And now the beverage company, how long has it been in operation?
3 years. And then, okay, when we selected the location for the beverage franchise namin, we really wanted yung mataas yung foot traffic. So we were lucky enough. You're correct talagang all planets aligned for that business
Yes.
opportunity because we had the chance to get a slot in 168 Mall. So in
Mm.
Divisoria, the heart of Divisoria, everyone goes there. It was a perfect moment for us talaga. Right now,
Oh.
with the situation in the Philippines, of course, nung nag-quarantine, close lahat ng malls. Close. So even kami na food kami, allowed kami to operate. But since yung location namin is mall, close siya,
Mm.
we got impacted then on that business.
Mm.
Since na-lift na yung quarantine and nag-reopen na yung mall, so right now we are able to operate na. Definitely not as usual. The time shortened siya. Tapos,
Mhm.
we need to operate one man. So, one barista lang kami at
Mm.
pa rin katulad ng dati. But at least we are able to operate and therefore we are able to support yung employee namin.
Oo, kasi it's been 3 months, tama ba, na kayo naka-lockdown? Okay, so then we go to your latest baby, your latest business venture. Although we will say na ito talaga of course, highly impacted din to. But again, it's obviously na sa story ni Maricar talagang babangon eh, di ba? Parang don't give up. And that's also important kasi at the same time na meron siyang career ka pa rin na parang on the corporate world. So, kahit pa paano medyo nag-stop ng konti, pahinga ng konti yung business mo, meron ka pa rin, alam mo yung nagsusustain na corporate life.
Doon pumapasok yung pagiging sigurista ko. Kasi,
yes.
Yes, hindi talaga ako yung nagfo-fall into business na full-time ko to. Sure na ako na I'm able to support myself on a regular basis. Nagre-risk ako for the extra. So I'm not risking for my base for my base requirements, diba? Yung nire-risk ko lang is what I have as an extra. So I guess that's one thing for those na gustong mag-venture, no, you really need to do a lot of checking on your financial capacity.
Let's talk about Betty and Veronica.
Yes, Betty and Veronica. So the concept and the brand of Betty and Veronica came about like 2011 pa with me and my husband. We really wanted to venture in a nail spa because ever since mahilig ako sa nails and nakikita talaga namin yung mga salon and even yung mga parlor, di ba? Talagang hindi nawawala ng customer. Sabi namin, maganda to ah. Tapos, service siya. Mag-invest ka lang on people. Tapos, yung regular or monthly fixed expenses mo would be, manageable. So, we thought at that time, this is a good business to invest. Pero syempre, dito na papasok yung are we ready at that time, 2011? We just started our career in the corporate world, both of us. And then at the same time, hindi mura. Yung naisip naming concept, ayaw namin ng concept na like any other salon or spa. May sarili kaming concept and ayaw namin mag-open na hindi magpo-follow doon sa concept namin. And we both agreed, okay, let's spark that idea for now. It may not be the best time. One, we don't have yet that, stable financial status. Second, ini-establish namin yung mga career namin. And we were young at that time. So I think hindi talaga yung perfect timing. But then last year, we launched Betty and Veronica. It was talaga a dream come true for us. Right now, siya ang nagmamanage. So, hands off ako sa business. I just helped in establishing the business, yung pag-establish ng mga systems, processes, and how we want to operate yung business and our partners, the vision, what are the values na gusto namin sa employees namin. Yun yung mga hinelp ko to establish the Betty and Veronica. So from time to time, consultation na lang ako. Halimbawa, we started kasi with nails only. And then, beauty bar, like lashes. And then right now, we agreed to launch also yung hair services.
I would like to let the listeners and the audience know that Betty and Veronica is actually their brand. Hindi siya franchise, hindi siya, it's something that kaya tinatawag naming baby nila. It's because they conceptualize everything from the beginning. Now you have how many branches na?
Well, right now we have 4. So the main branch is Better Living, Parañaque. Second branch is Batangas. Third branch is Las Piñas. And fourth branch is Antipolo. In terms of ownership, sa amin yung main branch, itong Parañaque, and the rest of the branches, franchise owned.
Are you open now to franchise ba? Are you accepting or naka-halt din siya?
Oo. May mga nag-i-inquire pa din. Pero right now, hindi namin siya pinupush because of the economy. because of the situation. So
Yes.
we are entertaining, we're giving them all of the information din sa mga inquiries nila. But right now,
Mhm.
not the best time to invest. We're open dun sa mga gustong makipag-partner sa amin because it will be a long-term relationship with them. So from the very
Yes.
beginning, we want that honesty and visibility that right now, nakaput on hold
Mhm.
talaga tayo. We don't have stability at this point in time. Ang daming
Mm.
companies close here in the Philippines, Roma. So ang daming
Mm-mm.
impact. We're just happy that for the Betty and Veronica branches, strong pa din yung ownership and the
Mhm.
vision of the owners for all four branches talaga is to move ahead. This is just gonna be, a setback and we will
Mhm.
definitely bounce back as you said earlier.
Yes. Maricar, because now you have three businesses that you are, managing, kayong mag-asawa. And I can assume that you have more than hindi ba, tama ba? More than 50 employees or so? O hindi naman?
Um, Hindi naman abot siguro ng 50 kasi ang marami talaga yung Blissful House eh. But we
Mm-mm.
do have a number of employees talaga that we manage.
Yeah. Yun, ayun. When you have a number of employees, how do you manage them now na may pandemic? Of course, kumbaga, syempre kinakabahan din yung mga yan eh. Like, will I still have my job after everything? Or can I still go back to, ano mo yung previous job? Ano ba? Baka hindi na ako makabalik. Yung mga ganun ang iniisip ng mga employees. So, how do you manage that part of the business? Kasi
Yung
very challenge talaga lahat ng business nyo. Lahat, di ba?
totoo, totoo. March, April, the concern really is on the financial. How will they able to support their family? So,
Mm.
ni-schedule namin sila. We provided financial support. Hindi naman siya full salary, but at least we give them allowance. So, naka-schedule yan.
Mhm.
So, syempre, we also help other people apart from our employees.
Mhm.
May mga commitments din kami for social responsibility namin. After that period, ang naging
Mhm.
concern naman is yung stability ng work na
Yes.
ma'am, hindi naman po tayo magko-close, no? So ganyan ang lagi,
Mm.
ma'am, tatanggapin niyo pa po ba ako? Hindi pa po ba ako nalilay off? Kasi yung mga peers
Oh.
nila or yung mga friends nila, wala na. Closed na or
Oo.
suspended indefinitely. Betty and Veronica, for example, we launched September 2019. Diba? So, ilang months pa lang kami. Oh. And then, more than half of it, naka-quarantine pa.
I remember that you mentioned before sa meeting natin that one of your branches actually parang nag-operate lang siya is it really one day?
Antipolo branch of Betty and Veronica, we opened March 15. Oh, eh,
Mm-mm.
pa-quarantine na yun.
Ang
But then
sakit-sakit
again,
sa loob nung, ang sakit-sakit sa loob nung owner nun.
even for us, but then again, setting aside your personal, of course, your personal goals for the business, but putting ahead yung safety ng your safety, your family, and the
Mm.
employees. So we have to follow, diba? I would like to commend that the owner of the Antipolo branch actually supported her employees with full salary and benefits all throughout
Wow.
up to this point in time. So it's very inspiring, diba? And you would
Yes.
really admire people like them. Hindi pa sila nag-operate, wala pa silang
Mhm.
income, puro expenses.
Mhm.
The commitment is there to support the employees.
Ito yung mga tipo ng boss na mamahalin mo. Naku, talaga, di ba? Kasi, imagine, day one, nag-open lang kayo, di ba? Hindi, wala. Di ka na pumasok. But still, you're getting the package or the benefits that you are supposed to get on a normal operation, di ba?
Yes, one of a kind.
Mm-mm.
Yun yung what I said to my husband na these are the core values na gusto natin sana ma-instill not only sa amin but also with our partners. Picky din
Mm-mm.
kami, hindi kami nag-entertain. Noong last quarter of the year kasi, ang dami sobrang nag-inquire about
Mm-mm.
yung partnership and franchise. And I said, maging picky tayo kasi they will carry our brand eh. Diba? We
Yes, that is
worked
so
with this
true.
concept for a long period of time. We invested our time, we invested our money. Dapat same wavelength tayo and same principles tayo with our investors.
Things that I picked up during the nitong discussion na to is that when you venture into a business, you should be, well, of course, you should be financially ready, you should be open-minded, you should be willing to take a risk, but at the same time, you should be responsible because even if you're willing to risk, even if you have the money, but if you're not responsible, kasi ang laking responsibilidad eh, you'll get employees, 'di ba?
Yes.
And then para kang may anak sa kanila.
Oo.
'Di ba?
Talagang magiging ititreat mo sila as
Mm.
family kasi
Yes.
they will be the key to the success of your business. It's really the
Mm.
employees. It's not your money. It's
Mhm.
not the process or the systems that you have implemented, but really on the execution of nung tao. So it's really the
Yes.
resources, the employees that you have.
Ang sarap pakinggan kasi not every ito aminin na po natin sa ating audience at alam naman ninyo yan na not every business owners or business people or entrepreneurs have the same mindset. For them kasi yung iba, empleyado lang yan, di ba? But the way, I think the reason why all the businesses that you've ventured in, Maricar, is successful, it's because you treat your employees as partners. Katulong namin to sa business eh. Kapartner namin. And then you treat them also well. You don't forget your social responsibilities and core values.
We invest on people as much as
Yes.
we invest in the business. And then, of course, our relationship with our partners. So, for example,
Mm-hmm.
it's a franchise agreement with them. It's a franchise contract. So, dapat every month, kikita na kami doon. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, it was a conscious decision. Me and my husband decided we will not collect franchise fees for the period na hindi tayo nag-ooperate completely. So, from the
Wow.
quarantine, March, April, May, June, hanggang ngayon. So, nakaput on hold yun lahat. Parang it's not fair. It's just not fair. It's not the right thing to do.
Wow, it's rare to find yung business people na ganyan ang mindset. Very fair. So ngayon, sis, what's the status of Betty and Veronica now that it's on quarantine?
Right now, nag-a-accept kami kasi ang dami talagang may pangangailangan eh. It's not just really vanity, but
Mm-hmm.
for some, they have a medical condition sa mga ingrown nila, especially kapag
Yes.
ka mga may age na, kailangan talaga i-remove. The first parang preference is home service para less
Yes.
yung risk of the client going out, and at the same time kami, we do deploy naman yung tao namin, nail technician na with the right PPE. We are operating in 50% capacity. So talaga nagpo-follow kami dun sa mga rules na sinasabi nila, na binibigay ng government. Some residences pa nga sobrang strict. Like for example, if it's a condo, talagang kailangan
Mm-hmm.
full gear ka with goggles, with mask, naka N95, yung mga ganyan. So we had to follow even up to this point in time. So preference is home service. Second, for those na mga village or mga compound na bawal mag-entertain ng visitors, by appointment, strictly by appointment sa spa namin, and we only accommodate one customer at a time. So for example, dalawa kayo, mother and daughter, magpupunta kayo, yun
Mm-hmm.
pwede. Pero halimbawa, ikaw, mother and daughter, tapos another client would come. So yun, medyo hindi namin yun inaalaw. So as
Mm-hmm.
much as possible, limited pa rin. Kaano pa kami talaga, nakaantabay pa kami. But we are already preparing like yung mga acrylic cover, yung
Mm-hmm.
mga alcohol dispenser, the stocks for the mask. And this is a big challenge sa mga entrepreneurs talaga, business
Yes.
owners. Ang dami in the Philippines, sa mga group page nakikita ko, ang daming for sale spa, for sale
Mm-hmm.
salon. Kasi talagang ilang months na, right? March, April,
Mm-hmm.
May, June,
The
and wala pa
OPEX
rin.
alone. OPEX alone, patay na patay ang business mo, sis.
our rent is 35,000 a month. So,
Oo.
would you imagine? And hindi kasi singilin right now, pero
Sisingilin
you
ko pa din. Hindi kasi hindi katulad dun sa inyo, hindi nyo sinisingil. So, good na kayo for, alam mo yan, hindi na talaga counted. Yung sa kanila, hindi kasi singilin for now.
prayer namin sana government, sabihin nyo naman, i-waive. Hindi i-delay.
Oo.
Diba? Hindi i-delay
Oo.
yung collection. I-waive dapat. Kasi, my God, how many months already? So, talagang we are blessed, we are thankful na for our branch and even yung mga partners namin sa three other branches, hindi pa naman sila nag-express ng intention to close and
Mhm.
talagang mindset is looking forward. How
Mhm.
do bounce back? How do we relaunch the
Yes.
the business?
So ngayon, ang tanong ng bayan sis, napapagod ka ba ma'am? Yun ang tanong. Ang daming
Uh,
ginagawa. You have the corporate, you have the business, you have the personal life. Anong energy drink mo?
energy drink, ano, kape, kape lang talaga. Ewan ko ba? I always ask myself then the same question eh. Right now, work from home. I'm sure you have heard the stories of the work from home setup. You start meet
Oo.
at 7 o'clock, 7:30, you end at 10. And then, I have kids, diba? I have two kids. It's a double work na eh. Being a mom pa lang eh. Tapos, you have to also look after your household, diba? The people working sa bahay. And then, of course, your husband.
Mhm.
Tapos, may full-time work. And then, you do everything else. Ba? It's really, I don't know how I do it, but I do it anyway. Natatapos
Mhm.
on. Siguro, it helps to really organize a lot. Kasi, yung 24 hours, hindi naman ako nakakapag-function 24 hours. May tulog pa din. Dati, enough na sa akin yung 4 hours na tulog. Pero ngayon,
Oh.
may edad na ako. Kailangan ko 6 hours na. I organize a lot.
Yes.
Nakaschedule. I need to do a lot of decisions every day, personal and sa work and sa business. I cannot really say na, okay, Saturday and Sunday is just for my personal time or for my
Mhm.
business. No, kasi there will be times that I have to do something for my work. And I love all my responsibilities equally. I love being a mom. I love
Mhm.
performing in my corporate world. And I also enjoy my businesses. I also enjoy, taking care of my plants right now.
Yes,
So,
she said certified plantita.
talagang I love my profession. I'm very happy with where I am right now. I'm just very thankful. Yeah, just to share, before pa, nawiwirdohan ako kasi sabi ko, bakit ganon? 24 hours tapos parang hindi naman operational yung ibang hours kasi di ba matulog ka?
Kinu-question pa neto? Huwag ka kang ganyan!
Sayang, sabi ko sayang kasi 'di ba, some parts of the world gabi pero some parts umaga. Ang galing. So, parang iniisip ko
Mm.
dati sayang sayang yung time pag natutulog. That's why I don't like sleep at all.
Mm.
Hindi ko na
Grabe.
kasi nahihinayang ako sa time, ang daming pwedeng gawin.
But of course, you still need to sleep. You need to rest your body and mind so that you can function. Parang mas precise yung pagde-decide mo, 'di ba? Mas clear yung mind mo when
I
you go
realized
through
that, yeah, when I became, 30-ish,
30-ish.
ish, it's not the same. Oh my gosh, it's not.
Yes, I know. It's really mararamdaman mo talaga yung changes, 'di ba? Yun sabi nga natin humble beginnings and all sa umpisa ng ating interview. Hindi naman to businesses that they parang minana. Everything was established nilang mag-asawa. So, what is your advice to those people, to those young people or those who are somewhat parang hindi pa rin nila ma-decide ano bang gusto nilang gawin sa buhay or they're using the excuse of kasi hindi naman kami mayaman. Alam mo yung mga ganun? Kasi The reason why we say that's an excuse, kasi po, you can always do something. Di ba?
Yes. Oo.
Mm.
I would say it starts with knowing what you can do. You need to have that self-awareness of what do you know? What is your
Mm.
background? What is your experience? What are your skills? It will be an advantage if you would invest on a business na yun talaga yung expertise mo. Because it will be easier for you to run the business because you already know it. You know it by heart and you have the right skill sets for that. Alternatively, you can also learn. You can also explore the skills required for the business that you want to invest in or you want to venture. However, ang difference niyan is that when you plan out the timeline, it will be
Mm.
much difficult. There will be challenges when you manage or when you transition both na binibuild mo yung business and at the same time, binibuild mo pa lang yung skills mo. It'll be easier for you if you venture into a business that you have already a background. In my case, for the beverage business that we invested, wala akong food and beverage background, but I know my husband, 'di ba, used to work in that industry. So, I have a backup with me. It's an investment.
Mm.
And I know I can be supported by the experience of my husband. It will be a smart move for you to venture into a business where you know you are an expert of. Second, of course, very important, you have to know your financial capacity. Sabi ko nga kanina, business is a risk. What you invest in the business may not come back to you. Diba? You have to be practical about it. For me, yung rule of thumb ko, hindi pwede na mag-business tapos mangungutang ka for the business. Dapat may ini-invest ka na talagang excess money mo. Hindi yan yung
Mhm.
money na ibabayad mo sa Meralco after 2 months na expect mo
Mhm.
papalit sa'yo, may ibabayad ka sa Meralco. No. When we plan our business, talagang iniisip namin what are the fixed expenses for the month and then
Mhm.
are we able to sustain or pay out those fixed expenses for a period of at least 6 months. For Betty and
Mhm.
Veronica, we planned out for 1 year. So
Yes.
dapat yun yung buffer namin na pera. So apart
Mhm.
from the pera na nilabas namin, dapat meron kaming 1 year pang support sa expenses. Pay ng employees, pay ng rent, ng utilities. So dapat may ganong pera ka na ready lang siya para ma-sustain mo yung business operations mo.
And anything can happen. Parang anytime na may mangyari, you are ready din na parang, okay, sige, okay tayo dyan.
Yes, and we don't want
Mhm.
naman na yung business is mag-open ka and then 3, 6 months and then, oops, kinapos sa pera, we will have to close.
Mhm.
We don't like naman yung to be in that position or to be in that situation, although it happens, but then
Mhm.
talagang financial planning, really.
Mhm.
The next one I would say is that you have to really study a lot. Study the business,
Mhm.
check your market, very, very important. Ano yung target market mo? Siyempre, doon
Yes.
mo i-adjust yung brand mo and your investment. You may be an expert to your business. You know how to run it, and you have the experience, you have the exposure, but there's always something to learn. So it always pays to check others who are already in that field of business. So you can learn something and you can reapply to your business. Just be open about it. And the last I would say is, dedicate your time. Your business needs you. You need to focus on building your business. You need to give time to your employees. And so you would think na if I am full-time employee, how can I run my business? Diba? If I'm saying na I have to dedicate my time. Of course,
Mhm.
setting up the business, I really had to take a leave from work. It needs a lot of thinking process, and I want it. Yeah, I want it perfect. You will need to dedicate your time, but at the same time, you have to sustain. Sino magmamanage yan on a daily basis? Kung
You should find a partner talaga, trusted partner.
yes, if not a husband, if not a partner, then you should have someone na i-hire mo na who will look into, and someone you trust. Those are the key points.
Wow. Mhm. Oh, yan. That's coming from Maricar Balo. And how she managed and how she successfully managed her life and business. We want to share your story kasi I think not everyone knows that. And yes, these young entreps are really existing. And the way nakita nyo naman, narinig nyo sa ating guest, di ba? How mature and how professional nila minamanage yung career nila and yung business
Yes.
nila. And
Siguro I would add, sis, no? I would
mm,
add na it also pays in my situation na I have a corporate background. I can reapply it. The culture, how the leaders in the bank operate, especially itong distress period natin sa COVID
mm,
situation, how they took care of the employees. Gusto ko siyang i-give back doon sa employees ko din naman. So
mm,
it's a good training for me, a good exposure for me na I am able to reapply sa mga businesses.
And I hope that if you are someone or if you're in a position na hindi nyo alam kung anong gagawin nyo ngayon or parang gusto mo na, oh, I want to be like this. I want to be like her, like him, ganyan, with successful business or successful life. Hear them out. Hear yung stories ng mga guests natin because nakaka-inspire. Look at Betty and Veronica. They conceptualized it in 2011. Nag-materialize 2019. 8 years, diba? Pero they did not give up with sa dream nilang mag-asawa. Yeah, and thank you so much, Maricar. And now, would you like to share your contact details or social media accounts for your businesses so that they can also, if they want to book or they want to visit yung branch nyo?
For your nails or salon needs, please go to Facebook and find our page, Betty and Veronica. If you're not from the south or you're not from Parañaque, we will reach out to the other branches near you so that we can, be of service to you. So we offer manicure, pedicure, foot spa. We also offer hair services. Some of the branches also offer waxing and lash extension. And of course, for your photo and video needs, please go to Blissful House Digital website. You can also find us in Facebook. You can message us anytime.
All right. Be sure to check their Instagram and social media accounts. Well, this is another episode on the ROMA MICLAT Show. And thank you once again, Maricar.
Thank you for having me here, Rama.
Thank you. And please don't forget to subscribe to my podcast, now streaming on Spotify, iTunes, or Apple Podcast, TuneIn Radio, and of course, Anchor.fm. So, until our next episode, bye!
Bye!